The worst ride for me, however, came from Frankie Dettori on Stradivarius. The horse has always looked like 2 mile is his minimum, 2.5 mile is what he prefers. He's always strong in the finish and he can outstay horses. So after 3 or 4 furlongs, there's a big gap in front of Stradivarius on the rail. Frankie doesn't go and sit behind that. Frankie lets the horses stay out in front. He's on the rail, but he's lengths off. He stays back there for most of the race. He doesn't make any effort. They're going absolutely no pace at the front. It is turning into a sprint. Frankie's still not doing anything. There's no mid-race move from Frankie to try and get out or to try and close up behind the leaders. Just try and do something to make it a bit quicker. If it turns into a sprint, those horses that have the shorter distance speed, Kyprios and Mojo Star, are going to be big dangers. Mojo Star was really well supported on the day. Kyprios went off favourite. They're the big dangers anyway. Everyone knows that. Apart from, it looks like Frankie's just content with sitting on the inside, doing nothing. He then eventually gets moving, turning into the straight. It's too late then. We've only got 4 furlongs to go. It's now a sprint. And Frankie's now still having to get himself out. He should have been doing that, way earlier, a good mile further back, getting himself out, getting the horse going, rolling, pushing along, try and outstay them. You stay, you're not sure the others do. That's how you're going to beat them then. Go forward, be hitting the front as you're turning in. I think if he hits the front turning in, he wins the race. I really do. Although I napped Kyprios, Stradivarius would have beaten him over a normal 2 mile 3 race at Ascot or a better ride. And I thought it was a really poor ride from Frankie to not bother to do anything and just sit there and there was no mid-race thought or I've got to do something to change it. It's like, well, we're stuck now and we'll just sit here and see what happens. Which, for a very good jockey as Frankie is, I think he's got to be showing some initiative mid-race to do something about this. So that's why Frankie's ride on Stradivarius for me was the worst ride of the Royal Ascot meeting.